Welcome to the show. Thursday edition. Kind of getting my days mixed up.
Me too.
But we do have a good show.
Yeah, we do.
A really good show. I say that every time, but yesterday I wasn't feeling it. But today,
You're feeling it.
I'm pumped up.
We're pumped.
I got some awesome stories.
Oh, yeah.
So, should we begin? Should we just jump right into it?
Well, first, let me make up for being world's worst best friend.
Uh-oh, what'd you do?
Today is my best friend's birthday, and she sent me a text saying forgetting something, and I was like, I had to think pretty hard, so I called her, not realizing what the date is.
Ouch.
Or even the day.
Best friend, you said?
Best friend. Like, only girlfriend, and I effed up. Missed her birthday.
So, are you still going to be best friends tomorrow?
Oh my god, of course we are.
All right,
Through
just
thick and
checking.
thin.
Just checking. So, happy birthday, whoever you
Kristen.
are. Kristen, the show is dedicated to you.
It's for you, my love. I love you. I'm sorry.
So, anyways, moving on to the first story I got is some fun facts about alcohol advertisements in the U.S. Fun to us, but maybe if you're an alcohol advertiser, they may not be so fun. So, the first one is this. Did you know that alcohol advertisers like Budweiser and, Coors Light and stuff, they can only place ads where 70% of the audience is over 21? So
I guess that makes sense.
Makes sense. I mean,
That's
I
good.
figured they would want to do that anyways.
That's right.
So
That's who they're trying to advertise to.
and these are like legal laws that I'm
Right.
about, not like cool things that they do. This is like the
They
legality.
have to.
So number 2, the ads cannot be designed to appeal to people under 21. And for example, you can't have a cartoon commercial or you can't have like a spokesperson for your beer.
Gotcha.
So number 3, you cannot show the effects of alcohol in your ads. In other words, you can't show someone drunk or throwing up in the toilet.
Stumbling.
Even though it's the truth, you're not allowed to
That's
show it
what's
in your
going to happen,
commercials.
kids. Might as well know the truth.
Yep, can't show drunk people. Number 4, you cannot show people actually drinking the alcohol. So if you're ever watching a beer commercial, notice that everyone is just holding it and, having a good time, but no one's actually chugging it or doing a funnel or anything like that.
Or a keg stand.
And the reason behind that is not because the alcohol companies don't want to do this. It's because they're not allowed to by law. So before I ask you your questions on what you think about this, let me just mention this. The reason that you don't see any cigarette commercials or cigar commercials, I guess, is because the tobacco industry, they weren't really good about following the guidelines. So the alcohol industry is a little better at following the rules, and that's why it's kind of less regulated than tobacco. So that's why if everyone's saying, well, how come you can have advertisements on beer but not cigarettes? That's why, because alcohol, they follow the rules. So now I just want to mention that because I thought it was a nice little factoid. So
That is, I mean, you do never ever see a cigarette commercial.
no, you're not allowed to. So anyways, are you for or against the regulation of alcohol advertisements in the United States?
I would say I'm for it. It's a more responsible approach to drinking, and it's not as glamorous as it looks. And I think it's kind of a big issue that, I don't know, kids are exposed to alcohol at such a young age, usually because, sadly enough, their parents, they may drink, and I think seeing it portrayed responsibly in the media might help kids understand that abusing alcohol isn't really the right thing to do, especially if they have alcoholic parents and, aren't sure about the consequences of alcohol. I mean,
So you're saying they're exposed to it enough already, especially if they have alcoholic parents, so please don't push it on them through ads or anything like that?
Exactly. And I mean, they're still getting their advertisement across. Everyone looks like they're having a good time, but it's just a little bit more responsible.
I'm going to have to disagree with you on this one.
All right.
And here's why. I got a couple reasons. First, I want to let everyone know I'm not like a total anarchist. And first of all, some government regulation is, of course, necessary to maintain order and all that. But at the same time, I think alcohol companies should have the freedom to market however they want to. And I'll say it like this. First of all, even if your parent is an alcoholic or anything like that, kids already know about alcohol. It's not like some big secret that gets revealed whenever they're 21.
Right.
Like, oh, by the way, did we ever talk to you about alcohol?
Do you know what that is?
Like, no, what's that? So that's my one reason, because kids already know about this. Number two, Budweiser isn't going to advertise on like Nick Jr., Dora the Explorer.
Of course
they aren't
they're
going
not.
to do that anyway. So why put a law on that? See, what's the rule that says they can only place ads where 70% of the audience is over 21? If you're an alcohol company and you put an advertisement where 70% of your audience or 30% or more of your audience can't even buy your product, then you're the worst company ever. That's just your dumb.
Yeah, that's just
That's
not
just dumb advertising.
Exactly.
So that's like advertising cars, you
To
know.
people who can't drive.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't think that's necessary at all. So aside from the fact that kids already know about alcohol and that a lot of these rules are going to be followed regardless, the last thing is this. The guardian of the child, or the parent in most cases, it's your job to raise your child responsibly, not the government's. So quit blaming everyone else for all your problems and have some personal accountability that, okay, maybe it wasn't the government who made my child this way, or society, or anything like that.
Or the
maybe
media.
you're just a bad mom or dad.
Get your head out of the sand.
Yeah, depending.
See,
So
I can agree with that. I definitely can.